English Premier League is arguably the best league in the world, at least one of the best leagues in the world, and certainly one of the best leagues in Europe. It's been going on for decades now. And Nigerian football players have contributed to that greatness. You've had people come in, win Premier League titles, win Champions League trophies in the Premier League. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the top 10, at least my top 10 Nigerians to have played in the English Premier League. Now, if your list is different, let me know in the comment section. Now, if you like this sort of video, please smash the like button. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and do share this video if you feel you have friends, family, kinfolk outside that you think would love this sort of content. So let's go straight into it. So, number one on my list is Nwankwo Kanu, Papilo, as he's fondly called, in Nigerian circles. He joined Arsenal, scored 2 goals, won 2 Premier League titles, won domestic trophies with Arsenal, other domestic cups with Arsenal. He won that domestic trophy with Portsmouth, also played with West Brom. It was super special in my opinion, and seeing that he was one of the first to do it in the Premier League, the first Nigerians to come in the Premier League and become absolute quality. Now he played mostly for Arsenal. Obviously, as a Chelsea fan, that sort of pricks me a bit, but he was absolutely an outstanding player for Arsenal when he played, and then he even contributed that much more to other teams like Portsmouth, taking them to win a domestic trophy. So for me, he's number one on my list. So let me know if you agree. Right now, I can see some of you disagreeing right off the bat. Now, second on my list for me is a player that, his work, his outlay wouldn't come up in goals and assists, but the trophies he won, his contributions to those trophies, how he had to change his sort of playing style so that he could excel and become a top class player in the English Premier League, for me, it was just outstanding. Now he is Obi Mikel. Obi, I think he was a super special player. A lot of people, for some reason, don't rate him, but I think he was doing Rodri stuff before Rodri. He was doing Rodri stuff before Rodri, shielding the defense, holding the ball, progressing the ball. That's what he did, and he did it at a consistent level, at a high clip. So, and then he backed it up with winning, Premier League titles, winning domestic cups, and also crowning it by winning that Champions League title, with the likes of Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard. Obi Mikel for me is my number 2 player to have ever played for in the Premier League. My number 2 Nigerian player to have ever played in the English Premier League. So let me know if you agree. And then I move on. My second on that list is Big Yakubu Ayigbeni. I know a lot of Nigerians don't want to forgive him for that miss against South Korea. Come on, man. How do you miss that? The ball was just in front of the goalpost. It was easier, to miss. It was more difficult rather to miss that chance than to score it. So he ended up doing the most difficult thing, but scoring 95 goals, going across clubs like Middlesbrough, Everton, Portsmouth in the English Premier League, and right now he is the highest goal scorer, the highest goal scoring Nigerian in Premier League history. And I think Victor Osimhen would have broken that, but it seems like that's never going to happen. But Yakubu Ayigbeni, top player in the Premier League. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play for any of the big 6 clubs. Possibly that would have made it push his goal scoring record to maybe 100 plus. So 95 goals. That's absolutely outstanding, outlay for the Nigerian in the Premier League. So kudos to him. He is number 3 on my list. Now, looking at number 4 for me is a player I rate really, really highly. Of course, on this list, to be on the top 10 list, definitely means I rate that player highly. But for me, he was special because he was one of the first to do it. Celestine Babayaro. For me, in my opinion, people are going to say I'm crazy. People are going to say I'm wearing my Nigerian hat a bit too tightly. But I would just have to say this because this is the honest truth in my opinion. Celestine Babayaro was Ashley Cole before Ashley Cole, in my opinion, because attacking, defending down that left flank, he was the quintessential modern fullback. as a left back, he could go both ways. He could contribute in the offensive third and could also defend 1v1 as well. And that's his acrobatic celebrations on their own should put him on anyone's top 10 list. But more seriously, I think he was a phenomenal player, in my opinion. Played for Chelsea. So, top class player. That's why I have him on my top 10 list. Now, going forward to number 5 on that list is Joseph Yobo. Joseph Yobo was the kingpin of the Everton defense when he played in the Premier League. So, top player, had a long career with Everton. So, for me, that consistency and being one of the first ones to do it, to come into the Premier League and own that defense, own it in a Premier League club, and not just playing a bit part role, for me just says, yeah, you are a top player, and especially when you see that he played for a side like Everton under David Moyes, where everything was predicated on defensive prowess, on how well Everton defended. Just tells you, and to lead that sort of defense, that just tells you how good Joseph Yobo was. So for me, Joseph Yobo makes this top 10 list. So going on to number 6 on that list, I will go for, let's see, who should be on this list. Let me know in the comment section who you think should be number 6. For me, I will go with Ola Aina. Ola Aina, for me right now, I would say, is arguably, when you say top 4, top 5 right backs in the world, he is that good. Or you even say push it that much higher, he could easily be top 3 or top 4 right backs in the world. Ola Aina has been phenomenal. You've seen his growth. Chelsea Academy should have broken through, in my opinion. Frank Lampard chose not to give him his debut for Chelsea, full-time debut for Chelsea, whatever. He went on loan to Torino, I know, came back to the Premier League and has been so important, so instrumental for the progress Nottingham Forest have made, and very instrumental to their qualification for European football in the UEFA Conference League, which is the first time in a very, very long time. So for me, Ola, absolutely deserves to be on this list as the number 6 person, as his number 6 Nigerian all time to play in the Premier League. And then we go to number 7 on the list for me, Victor Moses. Victor Moses, what a career he had. He was someone that was, hyped and praised at his time with Crystal Palace, then moved on to Wigan, and then moved on to Chelsea. And at Chelsea, felt like, come on, this guy wasn't going to make it. And you wonder, and some of you wonder, why is he on the list? The way he changed up his career, transformed himself into one of the best right wing backs in the world at that time, and certainly one of the best right wing backs in the Premier League at that time. Helping Chelsea win, a Premier League title under Antonio Conte, and even a domestic cup as well, and even the Europa League team as well. He was part of that team. So for me, he comes in on this list. So top player as well. Maybe this had nothing to do with anyone being good in the Premier League, but what he also did for the Nigerian Super Eagles, maybe that influenced me. Who knows? But he was a top player. So number 7 on my list is Victor Moses. And then we go to number 8 on this list for me. He is Alex Iwobi. Now, some of you who watch this channel say, "Oh, but you said Alex Iwobi isn't that good and all that." I'm not saying here. I didn't say he is not that good. I just had some issues with his game, which I'll always speak out issues with players' game. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to tell you he is in that top 10. See how he progressed from being a wonder kid at Arsenal. Was very important player at Arsenal, then moved on to Everton and Fulham. First Nigerian to rack up 30 plus goals and 30 plus assists. Not to be confused with Yakubu hitting 95 goals. The first player to hit 30 plus assists and 30 plus goals is Alex Iwobi. So that alone should place him on anyone's top 10 list. So he is in the top 10 list for me, in the Premier League, given his longevity and given his production as well. So we continue to go on. So let me know, do you agree with Alex Iwobi? Do you agree with this list entirely? Do you even agree with this video? So let's keep going. And then number 9 for me, Wilfred Ndidi, his longevity with Leicester City. With Leicester City, he went down with them, came back up with them, and was very instrumental to their gaining promotion from the Championship. And now we hear interest from clubs like Manchester United. Let's see if that happens. But I think he has been very good in the Premier League. Possibly lost a bit of pace this year, but he has been phenomenal. So this is an all-time list, and I think he is on this list. That's why I think, because he's lost a step a bit and he got relegated. Maybe that's what makes him, that's what has caused him not to finish higher up on this list. Now, number 10 for me is Kelechi Iheanacho. He joined Man City, and he scored a fair few goals for them, but I don't think he was ever really in, Pep Guardiola's plans. So overall, for me, what he did with Leicester City, when he went down with them, helped them gain promotion. He helped them get Leicester City gain promotion back to the Premier League, and he won the Premier League title with Man City as well. So I think that serves him in good nick. But I think he's someone that I would say hasn't quite fulfilled his full potential, and that's why I would say if he had really lived up to his potential, I would say Kelechi Iheanacho probably would have been in top 3 easy on this list. But however, he does make this list. Let me know if you agree with this top 10 list in the comment section. And like I always say, to have a splendid rest of your day. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. To smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you on yet another video. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.